would like to have a couple of little rants about books I've read recently. I'll give reviews, honest reviews of them. So one of them recently I read was Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevlin. This follows two people who start becoming friends as young people. They fall out, meet again at college. One of them's made a game and she gives it to the other person, and it kind of rekindles their friendship. They then make a game together which becomes really popular and start a gaming company, and it follows their kind of life from there. It's meant to be kind of accessible to everyone, from people who don't really game to kind of avid gamers. I put myself kind of a mid-range gamer, so I do play them, but I find some games are really difficult to play because my brain just doesn't really like them. But when you're reading this, the problem I have with it is that the characters themselves just aren't really engaging or likable. No one in this is a pleasant person. You wonder why they would start even being friends, to be honest, because when they're children, the thing that brought them together kind of split them up, and to then start making this company together, I think is a bit sort of extreme when they aren't even overly always sure if they like each other. So you follow these people who you don't really like and don't make any kind of character growth in any way whatsoever through the story, through the tales of making games, which isn't that interesting, to be fair, and through to sort of some later issues. It does feel like it's looked up kind of issues in gaming and kind of riffled off those to sort of hit kind of salient points that people know could be problems. I think if you really, really wanted to read things kind of set in the computing industry or about gaming, there's so much better stuff out there. Watch like Mythic Quest on Apple TV. That's a brilliant kind of comedic look at the gaming industry with some really well developed characters, considering it is just meant to be a kind of comedy. J-Pod by Douglas Copeland is a good sort of look at office culture and kind of working in IT and things. So there's lots of things out there that do it better than this. This just kind of falls flat and is boring because you don't actually like anyone in it, and because they don't actually make any kind of character growth or develop through the story, you're kind of bored and you don't really care what happens to any of them. Like, I didn't feel invested in this in any way whatsoever. There were moments when I thought it might pick up, which is kind of why I got to the end, but I wouldn't recommend this. Like I said, if you want to watch or read something, enjoy something about the gaming industry, Mythic Quest would be my choice over this.